Cali. Jeez Louise. So many notifications. Alrighty. Oh, hello. Your name is Fallon. I remember that. What else? I don't know. I got bored. I just got bored. Yeah, I remembered. Making brownies? Cool. Mhm. What was that? Um, yo, almost 1,000 subs. I'm still about 70 away from 1,000. Just about 70. I don't know the exact amount, but it's around that. I think 68, 69, 65 maybe. I don't know the exact amount, but it's around 70. 65 to 70, I'd say. I'm sorry that happened. Nobody should call anybody that. Yes, I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying the number. Mm-mm, I'm not saying it. Yeah, I have 80 videos posted. Hello. You're so excited. What are you excited for? Again, so you've been in my live before? That's cool. Mm. What do you mean you miss me? I'm right here. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna hit 1,000. Hold up. Give me just a second. I think I can fix it. Hello. Hello. Hall. What time is it? For me it's 1 a.m. It's like 5 p.m. for me. Well, I'm live right now, so you will trust that spread you around my school like 10 minutes ago, so you should. What? Oh no. I still don't think I'm gonna hit 1,000 subs, so I doubt it. I'm low key just playing Clash of Clans while doing this. Just sitting here playing Clash of Clans. I don't know what to tell you. My prayers worked. I'm glad. Dang. You liked and subbed? Thank you. You good mud. What? I'm confused. I love how you read the Bible verse, and I love how you love God. Yeah, I try and do that as much as possible. You don't have cancer? That is amazing. I'm glad. Please don't be in here cussing. I'm from the U.S. Hello. Do you watch cricket? No, I do not watch cricket. I have a girlfriend, so I'm not gonna be rating picks. You have asthma? Me too. It sucks. Same. I have that too. Isaiah, mute that guy. I don't look like Timothy Chalamet. Isaiah, you still in? Alright, I got it then.
I just did this, Bobby. How many? I don't got time to sit
Hello,
right
Hannah.
here and fool this fucking singing this. Yeah, we've been chilling for days. Okay.
I wasn't talking about that guy, Isaiah. Was not talking about him. I was talking about the guy that spammed cuss words. Yeah. I don't really talk about stuff like that. It's all good. Mm. I'm from the U.S.
Everybody stop trying to fight off our school. Like shit.
I don't know what that is. What is there to? You have to have You have to have 50 subs to go live. You're a green flag. Hope you and your girlfriend. Me too. Me too. Do you believe in democracy? Yes, I do. You too. Thank you for the sub. Yes. Huh? I don't know why my door was locked. Okay. Oh, my back. Do you believe in humanity? Yes. Yes, I do believe in God. Alright, I'm going to take the trash out. I'll be right back. Wait. Alright, go. Wait. Hey. Hey, girl. Pat down. Chill out. What's going on? Yeah, yeah. The universe didn't create humans. Uh, God created the universe. I'm pretty. It was either Bethlehem or Nazareth. I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Bethlehem. I think. Hello, Cosmo. Come on, let's go. Come on, go. Did you notice the eye of the Illuminati? Okay. Judea, Israel, like that area. It's in the area of like Israel and Jordan and all that. It's out in like the Middle East. Yes, we are talking about God. I have a girlfriend. How much time you've been on Earth? What you went? Well, I've only been on Earth for 15 years, so that's all I can really say. I've got a dog. I've got two dogs. In my jacket. Yeah, he was born in Judea in Judea. Yeah, he was born in Judea. Hello. Nothing really. What about you? Yeah, Bethlehem is in Judea. Yes, I am a kid. Hello, Crystal Bear. Do y'all have any questions about like the Bible or? I know the truth. Do y'all have any questions about the Bible or like Jesus, something about that? Hello. Anybody that wants to know anything about the Bible or Jesus, I can answer questions and talk about it. And if you want to see if you want to turn your life to Jesus, I'm willing to try and help with that too. Belief system are not truth, but it is truth just because. Do you believe you have a brain? That's like saying just because you believe you have a brain doesn't mean that you have a brain. Yes, we do rebuke Satan. That's like saying I believe math is real, but math isn't a real thing. You can't just use belief systems are not truths. That's not how that works. Yes. Yes. We're talking about the gods. We're talking about God, so please don't be rude. Hello, Brooklyn. Hate me all you want, but I'm gonna talk about Jesus either way. Isaiah, mute him. Alright, I got it. Please don't be cussing. It's okay. Talk. Let's talk about and debate. Why do I have... I never said you had a problem. I never said you had a problem. You're not God. They're not. Jesus is God. I'm not gonna have people pretending to be God in my life. So if you say you're God one more time, I'm going to mute you. If you want to talk about God, we can, but I am not going to have people saying that you are God when you are not God. It is blasphemy. They're just Christians. Missionaries are people that go out and spread the word to they leave wherever they live and they go and spread the word. Do you believe in Jesus? Is there anybody in here that does not believe in Jesus? There's nothing except God. God is the one true being. He is. I know. God bless you too. Is there anybody in here that does not believe in God and would like to hear about it? Who convert half Europe? I do not know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not gonna say it because I could be wrong. Who is God or Jesus? They're one and the same. It's complicated. I don't want to really. It's complicated to get into because I fully don't understand it completely yet. So it's just kind of complicated to get into. You understand? Do you like understand that? I guess because Jesus is God in the flesh. What's there to believe? What does God say or Jesus where they said? There's a lot to believe in, like Jesus rose from the dead. Uh, belief. belief will win, depending on the belief of Jesus. Yes. What do you mean why God came so late? But there's a lot to believe in. Like Jesus rose from the dead. He died for our sins. There's so much. Come on, Jesus. What are you talking about? You see this? Come on, let's go. Stop. What do you mean they came so late? I'm confused. Mm. Hello. Well, the Quran is the first 5 books of the Bible, and that they still believe that they're not allowed to. We should die for our own sins. Only we carry our sins. That is true. Jesus was born thousands and thousands of years ago. But the Quran is first 5 books of the Bible. They still believe that you can't eat pork, you have to dress a certain way. They believe you can never shave, stuff like that. But it's like the New Testament laws. They don't believe in the old. I mean, they believe in the Old Testament laws, not the New Testament laws. I don't know the exact day Jesus was born. Nobody knows the exact day. We know an estimate. No, no, no. We don't know exactly when, because how do you know how do you know the exact year? How do you know they started counting from that year that he was born? You don't know that. Nobody knows the exact year. We have estimate. There is an estimate. The Romans had a different calendar than us. In their calendar, they had like I think it was 13 months. I don't really care if other people don't have the same belief as me. I respect them. I believe they should respect me as much as I respect them. If they don't, that is okay with me. But karma is a real thing and it will come to you. But Romans were Jewish. Romans were Jewish until they became Christian. That's why it's called the Roman Catholic Church, because they are Christian. But they were Jewish at first, just like Nebuchadnezzar. I think it was Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know. Hold up. I think it was Nebuchadnezzar, but he was. No, I'm not. And if you keep calling me that, you will be muted too. Karma, not. It is. Karma is written in the Bible. Romans did not have their own religion. They were Jewish. I believe that they were Jewish. I'm pretty sure. They believed. No, the Romans believed in the Greek gods. They didn't have their own religion. They believed in the Greek gods. I have a girlfriend. It is about 6 o'clock for me. Alright, I'm muting you. I know what I said, but I can be wrong sometimes. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I can be wrong sometimes. Just because I forgot doesn't mean I didn't know it. I still remembered. You want proof? And just because you said that again, I'm going to mute you, but I will give you proof. Because it says right here in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. I'm not saying what state I'm from. Hello. And another one, Matthew 7, verse 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure I don't know how to pronounce that, it shall be measured to you. Hey, I can't understand what you were doing. I am talking about, I understand the freedom of speech, but that doesn't give you the right to call me names and offend people just because you think that I am stupid or the R word does not mean that you get to call me that. God cannot be mocked. You know what happened to Stephen Hawking? Stephen Hawking mocked God and he ended up in a wheelchair. Stephen Hawking ended up uh look it up. I'm not going to say it on here, but I'm look it up. Hello Aaron. But another one. Proverbs 26 verse 27. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back onto them. There is such thing as karma, and it is a real thing. Yes. And that happened after he mocked God. Pretty sure it was Stephen Hawking that happened to. I'm pretty sure. Bro, who conditioned you so much? God must liberate you, not bondage or freedom. What are you talking about? I'm not conditioned. This is the truth that I know that I researched and learned. I learned this stuff on my own and found this out. I have two different Bibles that I read. God does give punishment. That's not the only thing he does, but he does give punishment. If you mock God, it will come back to you. Well, we have there people have found medical records of Jesus being crucified. They have found because there was a story in the Bible of a family that was told to leave a city because the city was filled. If you believe in God, explain how the world was made. God made the world. It's Genesis chapter 1. It took God 6 days and he rested on the seventh. First he made light, then he made the earth and the sky, then he made the water, then he made the fruits and the trees. A lot of stuff is man-made. Just like math. Math is man-made. Yes, God made the world. If you do not believe what I am saying, no, nature is not God. God is God. There's a big difference between nature and God. No, out there, these are facts. I know. I have facts. All right, bye, Katie. These are. I'm stating facts. Math is man-made. Math is man-made. No, that's not the definition of God. Someone said nature is God, and no, that is not true. You do not have to listen to what I am saying. Exactly. No, math is not how the universe works. No, that is not how that works. Okay, just because you said that doesn't make it any different. Nature is not God. God controls nature. God controls everything. Why do you want to know if I study science? I know science. Yes, I have learned science. Yes. What is God? God is he is a omniscient being that created the world and the universe and us. He created human beings to be perfect in his image. But we were born into a world of sin and hatred that people like these people in my life spread hatred upon me because of what I believe in. There are people in Africa being killed for being Christian. I do have facts. How do you know? There is a story in the Bible. I'm going to go somewhere. There's a story in the Bible of a family. You can believe I am dumb, but research it on your own is all I can tell you because you're not listening to what I'm saying. You just have selective hearing. You're only hearing what you want to hear. I cannot change that. But as I was saying, there's a story in the Bible of a family that gets told to leave a town because the town is filled with sin and hatred. I'm explaining that. I mean, can you give me just this? I'm not trying to be rude. Can you give me just a second to explain what I'm trying to say? But as I was saying, there's a story. Yep, yep, blah 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 blah, and I'm using logic. Please stop interrupting me. But they get told to leave the town because that town is filled with hatred and sin, and all kinds of worshiping idols. And I'm trying to be logical. Can you please stop being rude? But and they are told not to turn around and look back because God is going to be raining fire on the city, and if they look back, they will turn to a pillar of salt. And while they're leaving, the fire starts raining down on the city, and the man's wife looks back, and she turns into a pillar of salt. Hello. And now where I'm going with this story is recently scientists, y'all wanted to talk about scientists have found a statue, a pillar that represents a woman, and it is made of salt. It has got the scientific compound of salt. It is made up of that. And they tested it, and it has human DNA. It is composed of human DNA. So how can salt, a pillar of salt, the scientific compound, a pillar of salt, have human DNA composed inside of it? There is only one way, and that is if that story is true. And they have found, you can look this up as well. They have found the rock that not Joseph. I'm mistaken. That Moses split in half with the stick. They have found that rock. You can, if you would like to it would be much better for you to do your own research in this, because I don't think you really want to. I don't think you're trying to learn or to know more about Jesus. I think you're just here to be rude. I could be wrong. Um, what is kindness? Can you explain? Yes, I can. Kindness is just being nice to people. Like how these people have been calling me rude names and and all kinds of other stuff and hating, but I have not raised my voice, and I have just tried to explain to them. Is there any way I could join for a second and say something I can't type? I don't think so. I don't think so. I am not lying. You believe it is lies, but I am not lying. Causing least pain to anyone, understanding others' pain. These are not made up stories. If you would like to look this up, because I believe y'all are not wanting to learn about this, y'all just want to hate because it's not what you believe. That's kindness. That's just kindness. The Bible teaches us to be kind to everyone, no matter who they are or what they do to us. Hello. So, you like truth? Well, I'm telling you the truth. Okay, well, if you're here to hate, you can go ahead and scroll. No problem. Well, you can believe whatever you want. That is true. Believe whatever you want. If y'all are not trying to learn why you're religious, It's just it helps to to have something to believe in, to have something to stand on when there is nothing else in life. Well, if they want to learn, if they are willing to listen and learn, I'm not forcing your religion onto you. I'm not forcing my religion onto you. You can leave, but this is what I am talking about. This is what I am talking about on here. No, I do not. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I have a girlfriend. Believe really what I am saying. Some written lines can't explain God. Nature is God. No, nature is not God. Nature is nowhere close to God. God created nature. Why not pursue curiosity and seek? I do question. I question everything. That's why I research. I question everything. If you don't question, there is no faith. You have to question if you believe. If you don't understand, question it so you do understand. Research it. Look it up. If you can't find it, look it up. I'm not lying. God made nature. God made what you eat. He made what you breathe. God made everything. Why do you arrive at truth in its
Why does
sign?
this bro have a fucking fan on? He can't be that cold.
It doesn't say to kill non believers. It never says that. I never said that. No, God is an omniscient being. God is an omniscient being. Do you know what omniscient means? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm asking if you know what it means. Because if you don't, I am happy to explain it to you. I will be more than glad to explain. Well, if they're gonna continue to be rude, I'll just mute them. But if they want to learn and ask questions, I am not nature. That's not how that works. Nature is the trees, the water, the rivers, stuff like that. I am not nature. People, different definition of God across the world. You think you will not become soil when you're buried? That doesn't mean anything. Becoming soil when you're buried doesn't mean anything. Everything will become soil eventually. Pillows will eventually become soil because they will decompose. That doesn't mean pillows are nature. Okay, okay. People, different definition of God across the world. What you think of that? Whose definition is correct? Yeah, you are buried in a casket either way. I believe my definition is correct. The Christian definition is correct, not mine. It is not solely mine, but I believe my definition is correct. Hello. But everything turns to soil eventually. That doesn't mean everything is nature, because this pillow, this bed, all of it will turn to soil eventually. All of it will decompose and go into the ground eventually. That doesn't mean that it is all nature. Hindu definition of God. I don't know the Hindu definition of God, but my favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate, mint Oreo, mint Oreo. My bad. Bye. Can I see your ring? Sure. Uh, I know it's made, but it's also made of other stuff too. It's not just made of cotton. You know it's made of other stuff other than cotton, right? It's made of fabrics. It's made of polyester. It's made of string. It's made of all kinds of stuff. Okay, if you can believe that all you want, but please leave if you are not willing to listen. When I hear atheists discussing, I wonder what they would say to a child with leukemia if they asked, "Come to heaven and not demonstrate truth or comfort." This is a genuine question. What's your question? Okay, you just try and type it again. Cool. I have one that my boyfriend gave me, and the inside has a Bible verse. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I wish I had a ring like that. No, this is not for comfort. Well, I'm not gonna tell a child where they're going because that's not my decision. Where a child goes. That is God's decision when He judges people. He judges your faith and your actions. And it's not my decision. It's honestly not. I can't tell anybody where they're going because I don't know who you are, what you've done with your life, or what you believe in. So I can't tell anybody where they're going. I don't even know where I'm going. I believe I will go to heaven, but I do not choose that. Do you really think it is unfair for us to be born sinners when Jesus already killed sin? Um, I do believe it is fair, and I can explain to you why. I do. I have a community page, and you can post it on there. You can post your Bible verses on my community page, and I will read them in a video. But I was saying, um, I don't believe it is unfair for us to be born into sin because, as you said, we are born into sin, but it takes our faith and our belief to ask for forgiveness for that sin. And when we ask for that forgiveness, it is given to us by Jesus who died for our sins. But if you do not have the faith to ask, then you shall not receive. And that's why you don't tell a child that they're going to hell or heaven. You can't tell them anything because it is not your choice. We are born into sin. Uh, well, everyone is born into sin. The world is sin. The world is sin. The world is made of nothing but sin. We are born into sin. Everyone has sinned at least once in their life. I really thought more of Christianity, but some Christian Islam both are one and the same. Just it's not the truth. You can believe that, but it's not. And Jesus did pay for it, but if if you don't have the faith to accept him, once you get the faith to accept Jesus, then you don't have to pay for that. But you are still born into it because you have the free will to accept it and believe it. You also have the free will to not accept it and believe it. World is not sin. No, the world is made of sin. Everywhere you go, there is sin. There is sin everywhere, no matter where you go. Hello. The world is made of nothing but sin. Everything, everyone sins. People sin every single day. Well, I believe people can believe whatever they want to believe, but I encourage you to turn to Jesus. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't shove it down people's throats. I would talk to someone if. Thank you for answering my question. I am not intending to be rude. I understand that. I'm not. I'm not. I didn't think you were being rude. It's not accept. It's not about accepting. It is a being. I was trying to read your thing, but okay. Religion is kind of boring. It can be boring, but I mean, once you get into it, it gets better. There is sin. There's sin everywhere. There is sin everywhere. Oh, that is the way of life. No, but there is sin everywhere. There is sin everywhere. God created a beautiful earth and he allowed the devil to ruin his creation. Well, the devil wasn't always the devil, he was an angel. You got to remember, the devil was an angel. He rebelled against God because he gave them free will. Everyone has free will. So when the devil rebelled against God, you was not once an angel. Do not say that. They are. The devil tries to get inside of us every single day. But when the devil rebelled against God, God casts him out of heaven. God is real. Would you like to talk about it? If you are willing, if you're just going to be rude, I'm not going to waste my time or your time. If you're willing, I will talk with you if you're willing to listen. I will try and turn you to Jesus if you are willing to believe. Hello. Sush, are you I think yeah, Sush, are you willing to listen? If you have questions about God, I can answer them to the best of my ability and try and change your faith towards it. I believe Lucifer was cast out of heaven, but why did he allow the devil to infect our brains? Free will. We can allow it or we can turn from it. Do we really have free will? How? It's kind of that is kind of an iffy thingy because yes, we will, but okay. So here's how I learned it. God has a path set out for you. You said converting your only and supreme goal is convert, huh? I don't know, but God has a path set out for you. Now, you have free will to choose whether to go down that path or not. Please stop spamming that in my chat. Okay, I have asked you to stop. You will not. I am putting you in timeout. But you have the free will to choose to walk down that righteous path that He has laid out for you. My hair is fine. Honestly, my hair is perfectly fine. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. But this is my hair. You don't have to like it. I'm not gonna try and force you to like it, but this is my hair. I didn't block anybody. I made it to where he can't type in my chat because I asked him to stop spamming and he did not. Because this person right here has been rude several times and I have not muted them because they did not spam. Thank you. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but yeah, thank you. Hello, Chris. Oh, my back. Ow. I know you said you weren't hating. I know you said you weren't hating, but this is just my hair. That's how it is. Have you ever heard Jesus speak to you? Personally, I don't believe so. I have not. You don't have to apologize. I know you wasn't being rude. I'm blessed. You may find truth. Don't die without knowing yourself. I know myself and I know the truth. I don't believe I have heard Jesus talk to me, but I could be wrong. That's just what I believe. I have not heard him personally. I wish I would do or will at some point, but I do not know. I don't know who Eddie is. Yeah. Maybe. I don't believe I've ever saw anything like that before, but that's just what I believe. I don't know if I have or not. I might have, and I just might not have realized it, but I don't know. Yes, the devil is always on earth. Hello. Nothing really. What about you? Uh, please don't call me that. I don't know you. I have a girlfriend. Hey friend, what's up? Nothing really. What about you? Don't call me baby. I have a girlfriend. I don't know you. I'm not shy. I just have a girlfriend and I don't want people calling me that. It's very weird to call some random person you don't know baby. That's weird. Maybe I should be a Christian. I've been single. Well, being Christian has nothing to do with having a relationship with somebody because sometimes being. No, you're not. My girlfriend is better. I know I'm loyal. I'm just talking about Jesus. I have a girlfriend. I don't want nobody but my girlfriend. So you can go ahead and stop now. I'm not entertaining none of this. I'll talk about Jesus. Yes, I am Christian. I'll talk about Jesus and the Bible. Well, it's not that hard to be loyal. You just don't talk to other girls. It's really not that hard. It's not that hard of a concept. Hey, Bubbles. Hey, girl. You can't give me better anything. Tell me how can God die? He let himself. My girlfriend could cook me anything I want her to. My girlfriend is amazing. She is perfect and she is beautiful. You can't change how I see her. I'm sorry that happened to you. You're from Pakistan? Cool. But Bible says God is immortal. He can't die. Because God allowed himself to be mortal. Jesus is God in the flesh, and he allowed himself to die for our sins, to take our punishment that we were supposed to take. Because none of us are worthy enough to make it into heaven. Yeah, please. If you're just in here to try and be weird and say stuff, I have a girlfriend. Do not. It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable and I don't like it. I'm not gonna say anything to you other than I have a girlfriend. So he didn't save us from himself. You won't make me forget her. Nothing can make me forget her. He didn't save us from himself. He saved us from our punishment. Because if he didn't die for our sins, then we would be taking the punishment that he got because we are not good enough to make it into heaven without him dying for our sins. Nothing can make me forget my girlfriend. So don't even. Not trying to be rude, but don't. You skip. That's not good. You shouldn't skip school. I don't even skip school. Come here, girl. But he is God. He can forgive you. Why? Because he took our punishment. He took our punishment for us. Who is that? No, I'm the only one that can kick people. You speak Arabic? Cool. How was school today? Boring, 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 boring. You're not better looking than her. I trust me, you're not. Yes, God can help you achieve your dreams. Cool. Yes, he can give punishment, but he also took our punishment. Well, Bubbles is right here. She's sleeping. Cookie's running around outside somewhere. She likes chasing people for some reason. I don't know why. It's weird. Hey, Bubbles. You will be married one day. There's someone out there for everyone. The Bible is not wrong. Yeah, she likes to run around. She has a lot of energy. There's someone out there for everyone. Well, Jesus died. Jesus died. That's different than God. It's different, but different, but it's also not. Well, I mean, my girlfriend is short, but I still got with her. Some guys like short people. It's just preference. Please stop. You're making me very uncomfortable. How short? You asking me or them? Because I'm 5'10". I'm not that short. I'm not that tall either, but I'm not that short. There doesn't have to be. Some girls like guys short. I'm not that short. I just said that. I'm like 5'10". I'm not that tall, but I'm also not that short. I'm like 5'10". Oh, you're asking him? Oh, I don't know. But there's someone out there for everyone. Yeah, you're not even that short. You're 5'8". You're not that short. Yes, I do read the Bible. I have one right here. I read the Bible every day. Yeah, my girlfriend is 5'3", so the Bible is always correct. We can read the Bible together. Look, I don't know you. I don't want to know you. You're making me very uncomfortable. Can you please stop? I don't know. With my shoes, I wear boots. So with my boots, I think I'm like 5'11". 5'11". Alright, I've been on here for over an hour. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off because it has moved away from Jesus, and that is not what I intended. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Oh, cool. Alright, well, I'll see y'all another time. Hey, Cookie, come here, girl.